Hey guys, can you hear me? I'm assuming yes. So I'm gonna power through a couple of videos. It's been a beautiful day. It's been a long one, but let me start with my day and then move towards the things that I'm writing. Like the notes, I don't know if I'm losing momentum when it comes to videos, or I'm applying pressure to myself somewhere, or just like the whole energy behind what's going on is kind of like slowing me down. Uh, to basically keep to what's happening right now is basically the owner of the actual company that I work with uh, is pouting. It's the best way I could explain it. He doesn't respond to my messages. He doesn't respond to my emails. And basically, he's being what people would call a child. And that's kind of like, it's like moving a can of Coke and like shaking it. And I keep fluctuating throughout the day between like the upper emotions and the lower emotions. So I know those are manipulation tactics. And I know that's basically how people kind of like manipulate their surroundings, the people around them, in order to like keep them in check and all that bullshit. And I'm trying to see how I can just not circumvent them. Like the way I'm dealing with him is not really revealing his actual like interaction with me in a heavy way. And again, maybe he's not doing it on purpose. Maybe he's just like these are just that's a bit of narcissism, kind of like revolting because he didn't get what he wanted. And what he wanted is for me to say yes, sir, to everything he does, which doesn't make sense because he hired me so that I could actually make decisions and tell him my decisions I'm making, not repeat the decisions he made. So it's been like a lot of energy and very disappointing for me, very disappointing for me, specifically because I know I'm okay if you don't want to work with me, man, but just like be a man, pay me my money, let me fuck off. So Monday I called basically for a team meeting, and a lot happened in the team meeting, and like I kind of like I slowly got to them until they kind of like blew up, and all the emotions they had like kind of like hidden in them blew up. And once, twice, three times, I had like talked to them about these things, but they were not as intense as they were explaining it right now. And they lost their shit. Like they full blown like disrespected what I do, disrespected my attitude, disrespected my behavior. Like you know, there was a lot of disrespect towards me. And the more they explained, the more they kind of like apologized for what they said because they were saying it due to the fact that they're worried they might lose their work and all that shit. So like slowly, slowly, they actually kind of like disrespected me for like 20 minutes straight, dude. And then I don't know if I was patient or I was just like kind of okay, and then what, and then what, and then what, and then slowly they started apologizing for everything they said because like they've been pressured and all that stuff. So there was a lot happening under the hood that I didn't know, and I'm assuming that's like what happens in actual like I was about to say families. That's actually what happens when it comes to like companies, and that's how corporations interact. So the deal is, so I after like that meeting, I messaged the guy and it's like, no, all right, my guy. So I understand completely why these people hated my guts, and it could easily be incompetence. Like incompetence is okay. If someone's incompetent, you can't really blame him because they don't know what they don't know. Incompetence. Yeah, I think this should be the title of like this actual video. But maybe he's doing it on purpose, maybe not. I have no idea. But I messaged him. I was like, no, whatever it is you're trying to do, if you're refusing to talk to me or engage with me, I'm going to be very honest with you, man. I'm not interested. So I finalized everything and I emailed him naturally and I messaged him. He didn't respond to my message. And then basically the next day he messages me. He goes like, please don't discuss anything with the people working with me. Discuss it with me directly. And I'm like, how do I reach you, man? Because you don't respond to me. And naturally he didn't respond. So those are like, for me, that's straight up manipulation. And today he called me, I didn't answer. And so I basically messaged him. And I go like, I emailed him. I was like, I emailed him with an update of what's going on and how the transfer is being done. And I messaged him with I messaged him on WhatsApp. He was like, what's up? I sent you an email. What's up? Check your email. That's the smoothest way for me to be like, no, fuck off. And then after that, I that's it, man. Tell you the truth, like the best part of yesterday was like sitting and actually talking to the one of the designers that's like gonna work on the design with us and kind of help us on the design. So that was supposed to be the fun part happening, like we've been planning for a while. Other than that, I am I'm trying to process these kinds of emotions and these kinds of like I want to say tribulations. Is that a word? Should be. These kinds of like it's the whole scene, the fighting scene, the dramatic scene that's occurring right now. Because he has to pay me my money, but he's not responding. And I'm gonna have to call him out. I'm gonna have to do something. And in all honesty, it's just what do you do in such a case? What do you do with such people without actually like the goal is not to embarrass them, man. But again, like he's not proving to actually have any form of spine. He's not proving to have any form of. He's proving to be a fucking coward, fucking loser. It's a shame because the last thing you would want to do is just lose respect for somebody. And really, man, it's like so. These are the notes that I was doing yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday, but yesterday what I did was I was like at night I am a lot more honest about my feelings towards these conversations because I really don't care to be having to be like telling somebody what the fuck is wrong with you. I don't care for that. And my response or my thought process towards this conversation for me is being very small. It's being very at night is a lot more like gentle. Like take your time. You're not that kind of person. Don't be sucked into his space. But in the morning, there's anger, there's disappointment, there's like aggression in me. There's me literally wanting to grab the phone and be like, you little, you know. And any way I think about it, it just like could not make sense. It's just like for me, it's like full. It's disappointment. It's just what the fuck is going on with you. It's a bit of worry as well. It's a bit of shame. It's a bit of sadness. There's a whole lot of just. I feel sad for him. I feel upset that he's acting this way. I feel like there's something more that's happening and he's not talking about it. But then it's not my fucking business. But then I'm the one who's being kind of like disregarded. It is frustrating. So the last couple of days have not been as productive as I would want, but I've been doing stuff in them and they've been cool. I've been thinking a lot more about different things and processing different things. But which is as well like the amazing part of being stressed is the fact that you always kind of like look at why you're stressed and figure something new out under the hopes that next time you don't get stressed. Like today, for example, when he called me, like every time I answer his phone call, he goes on a rant and shuts the phone in my face. So today I didn't answer the phone call. And I sent him an email, be like, hey, I saw your missed call. And I sent him an email. I gave him a live update. I was like, this is what's happening right now. I'm transferring the money. I'm transferring the stuff. I'm meeting this guy, this guy, this guy. By this time, hopefully next week, everything will be sorted. You'll be good. The guy will have the plans and everything I worked on. Where the fuck's my money? Naturally, he doesn't respond to the emails because he does not read. And so, what do I do now? How do I pressure him to say something? To be whatever it is. That's basically it. Every single time. he gets the chance to be a decent human being. He just doesn't. He's a piece of shit. It really is, and it's a very disappointing thing for me to actually say that out loud because I don't want to be the kind of guy that says this kind of shit. I'm not upset that he's not giving me my money. I'm just upset, like, no. Say you're not gonna. Say you're not gonna. I don't fucking care. The whole reason I did this was to actually train for the degree that I'm doing, and I wanted to kind of like just apply the things that I've been learning. And the guy that I'm working with over there on the other side of the company, one of them, the marketing dude that's taking in charge, is actually still like pretty like no, don't forsake me completely because he's gonna get the burden of all the drama and stress. And it's good shit. It's some really good shit. Yeah, so like it's just a lot of emotional turmoil because of incompetence. I really hope it's incompetence, man. I really hope. Because like you can only lose so much respect for somebody. What to do? What to do? I mean, they're literally people like that are literally there for us to understand and learn and get over ourselves. It has to. Or else whatever happened yesterday would be a daily thing with everyone else. So yeah, thank God for that, right?